Listen, before we go any further, we have there's two things I have to tell you. One, the tab phones are jammed. Be patient. And also, we have facilities here at Jeep TV9 to take cash at Jago Street. If you want to come here and make a donation, you can do that. The tab phones are jammed. TAB, please be patient. We have a new total. We've cracked the $500,000 mark, okay? It's $504,645 lucky day. Cliff, we have a little announcement here, which, you know, you're a pretty fast worker, kid. You get off the plane, and you're here 10 minutes, and then you try to construct something and do something, which only goes to show that the stuff that you believe in is really the truth. After Cliff Richard is having a special concert at the Apollo Theater, Sunday the 6th of March. The total proceeds from that concert, the 6th of March at the Apollo Center in Adelaide, is going to go to the Channel 9 Bushfire Fund. That's the next time. It's great stuff, man. You just came here from Manila, they tell me.
Yeah, that's right. I thought you were supposed to tell them that after I'd gone.
Oh, it's all right. I want to see you look embarrassed. No, get embarrassed. It's okay. You're allowed to get embarrassed when you're going to donate that kind of money, I'll tell you. It's okay. Is that leather or what is it?
Don't you start. I did a concert in New York, and I came on in this suit, and the guy that wrote the write-up, he said he came on in exceedingly expensive leather or very cheap plastic. Is that? But in point of fact, it's very expensive plastic.
Is that right?
Yeah, because it's fake stuff, but it was ever so expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
So well, you got that kind of frame they can fit anything on, you know?
Well, no, it just looks good in black.
Yes, does it?
Everybody looks good in black.
And how's your tennis game?
Oh, it's improving. I've been playing really properly for about a year. As you know, I sort of got interested last November for reasons that everyone seems to know about.
Yes, everybody does. In fact, well, you know what everybody knows about more than anything? The big story here was that you got yelled at by Chris Everett Lloyd because you were barracking for Sue Barker at the stadium and you yelled things out.
Chris Everett is too cool to yell at anybody from the court.
Isn't she wonderful?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was the Whiteman Cup, and as I went afterwards, and just in case she was upset, I did apologize and said, you know, but I got to tell you this, I didn't come to Whiteman Cup to cheer for the Americans. I came to scream for the British, you know. Yeah. And we lost, but I lost my throat.
What did you say that they complained about? Were you just cheering?
I mean, how could you hear one voice above 7,000 people? The Albert Hall was jammed with people, and we were all hysterical. And in fact, our girls played really well. It's just that the Americans have that way of hanging in there, you know. Yeah. There were 4 times when we could have won matches, and somehow they hang in there and finally clinch it. And our girls were playing really well. And I've never felt so liberated, because usually when you're in the public eye, you sort of can't sort of go, come on, Sue. You know, you can't do it. But I was
not only that, if she heard you do that, you'd probably be in a lot of trouble as well. You wouldn't know.
But I was in a box, you know. Yeah. It was a birthday present. The box was a birthday present for 3 nights, and I felt kind of liberated. I felt I could really shout, and I shouted and screamed. I mean, I hope it did upset the Americans.
Come sit over here. We'll keep talking. We'll talk to you some more when you sit over here while you get this ready. Listen, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about was that, besides your bad tennis game...
It is pretty bad at the moment, but I'm trying to improve.
What is this I hear about the concert that the first half of the concert is totally different than the second half of your concert? Is that right? The second half is a whole 50s, 60s thing.
Yeah, well, because we were here only last year, I thought we must try to do something really different. And it does get, you know, really difficult. If you've come within a year, you haven't even got a new album. Although, wait a minute, have I got a new album? Yeah, I've got a new album.
Yeah, 25 years of golden hits
25 years of gold, and I think Now You See Me, which was the sort of studio album. And, but the thing is, I'm still doing material that I did last year, but we thought if we did the second half, nothing but nostalgic rock and roll. Nothing on the stage will be less than 20 years old.
And you dress, and
that's just the musicians.
And you dress, and you're dressing in the 50s and 60s clothes, they tell me,
we get all, the boys all get dressed up in zoot suits, and...
You're going to do a song now, but before you do it, I just noticed something. Does that open up with Secret Potions or something in it?
No, it doesn't. I just found out that Opal... Well, I didn't find out that I liked Opal. I've always liked Opal, but I found out it was my birthstone.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really weird, because I'm not into all that sort of thing, but it really amazed me that the stone that I really thought was terrific was my birthstone.
What's the song you're doing now?
Oh, well, I'm not quite sure whether I'll be doing this, but I'll be doing 2 or 3 of these old ones during the course of the concert. And I thought I'd do some holiday or something, take people's minds off.
It's okay, me. You want to hear another song from Cliff Richard, don't you?
Fun and laughter on a summer holiday. No more worries for
sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true. For me and you. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true. For me and you, for a week or two. For me and you, for a week or two.
Well, it's only one of the best in the world. What else do you want? Thank you. Thank you. Would you do me a favor, just a quick little 20-second appeal to people to send in something if they're your fans or something that might be nice? Of course it would. Hold it just 1 second. Just 1 minute, if you wouldn't mind, Cliff.
Of course.
If coming from you would it mean something?
I'd love to add my voice to the appeals that are being made. I've been involved in quite a few charities, and one of the things that really hits me hard is that people say it's just a drop in the bucket. Your Prime Minister said there's, you know, countless millions lost, and we might feel intimidated by the fact that it's a large amount people have to collect. But the bucket has to be dampened, and it's made up of tiny little drops. So if you feel it's too small, send it anyway.
You're a great bloke, mate, and thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Stay here and let him have a